You know what? I'm pissed. Just days after seeing my SBA portal switch from processing to funded, I was excited. It looks like finally, after all the fighting, they finally approved our 24 months of working capital. Then this morning at 3:30, I received an email that smashed this all to pieces. We were denied because the IRS was unable to verify our tax returns. What the f***? Why is it that the SBA and the entire administration is purposefully destroying small businesses? What am I planning to do about this, and what can you do? All this and more in today's video. Hello and welcome to Stephen Carlson Show. I'm Stephen Carlson. I'm a tech entrepreneur, real estate investor, author, YouTuber, paramedic, and it looks like Bonnie and Clyde are laying by the pool. Honestly, I'm kind of at the point where I doubt that any of us will get the money that we were promised if we just continue to sit around and just wait for it. Yes, I know it's my job to tell you everything will be okay. I'm not going to lie to you. I will not sugarcoat this. The road to getting the funding that we were promised, the funding that we need, the funding that we are entitled to, and damn right, the funding that we are going to fight for. Well, this is going to be a long journey ahead of us. One of these steps is going to be putting the pressure on DC. Make it clear that we know what's going on and we are standing together united. We're demanding our $10,000 EIDL grants and our $5,000 bonuses, plus the $2 million in EIDL loans that we were all promised. I need everybody to stand with me on this, comment down below with the hashtag #TeamEIDL, and make sure that everyone knows that we are united in a team. And we will not put up with this from DC any longer. And before I go any further, you guys already know this, but I guess I kind of have to say it. I have a team of outstanding lawyers that Clyde keeps chained up so they don't escape. The only problem with these lawyers, they get a little rowdy or make a video. You already know this. The video is just my opinion. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not legal or financial tax advice. You get the point. Also, while I have you here, please do help support the channel. Deposit $100 in Webull, link down below. They'll give you 2 free stocks. Okay, with all that out of the way, let's get to today's video. As I said a minute ago in the SBA, they have f***ed us all over. Not just me, but many millions of other businesses throughout this country. It has been over a year and a half since the pandemic forced a nationwide shutdown. Now, I'm not going to argue for or against the shutdown. I kind of have mixed feelings about them. But no, what I'm going to argue for is us, the small businesses that were utterly decimated in the process. Many of them will never reopen, including some of my competition. And part of me is kind of happy about that aspect. Come on, what business person in their right mind would not be at least a little excited when their competition shuts down? The problem, however, is much larger than just 1 or 2 of my enemies going out of business. This is because what I define as a competitor could be a customer or a supplier for you, and vice versa. Someone that's your competitor could be my supplier, and we both rely upon them. By removing these businesses out of the market, artificially due to the government's actions and inactions, not naturally through the regular market forces, causes a significant damage to the economy. A lasting void in the local community. It's no longer serviced by these small barbershops, family restaurants, or small computer repair companies. So what happens to these voids? Do they stay like that forever? No. Large, multi-billion-dollar corporations swoop in and gobble up the market share. This was purposefully done by the administration and the DC swamp to benefit their uber-rich billionaire friends by destroying all of our small businesses. As I said, this is not due to the traditional market forces. This was purposeful manipulation of the market in a way that pretty much guaranteed most small businesses would fail. So what am I going to do about this? Well, for starters, I will be filing an appeal for reconsideration with the SBA. Obviously, I kind of have little faith that this will be successful. In fact, I think there's probably a better chance of Taylor Swift walking into the studio right now and begging for me to go out with her. But while that is possible, the chances are pretty slim. So why am I filing an appeal for reconsideration if I feel it will not be successful? Well, the first reason is it technically could fix the problem and then, hey, everything's good. But if it fails, as I sadly believe it probably will, this is the first step towards bringing a massive class action lawsuit. Now, while remembering those lawyers that Clyde keeps chained up, they want me to remind you, I'm not a lawyer. But putting that aside for a minute, Before you can file a lawsuit against a governmental agency, you must prove that you have exhausted all internal methods of relief, including any internal appeals processes that they have set up within the agency. If you foolishly make the mistake of skipping those processes and going directly to the lawsuit, the judge will most likely dismiss your case. This was one of the big issues that prevented most of the previous EIDL lawsuits last year from succeeding, because they failed to exhaust the internal actions of relief. Another thing that I am doing is preparing a private list of small business resources for all of you. This will have grants, discounts, strategies, announcements, and much more to be able to get your business back on its feet. It is up to all of us to fight to keep our businesses afloat. If you have any resources that you think I should add to the list, comment down below and let me know, or message me on Discord. Once this channel reaches 25,000 subscribers, I will release this list to all the subscribers, so make sure you get all your friends to subscribe to the channel as well. What is the status of your current SBA loan? Have you been approved? Have you been funded? Or did they basically just screw you over as well? Comment down below and let me know. Thank you very much for watching. Please make sure you click like and subscribe. Doing so really helps the YouTube algorithm. Thanks, and I'll see you on the next one.